Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got a lot of stuff to get into for the future of Pokemon. We have some new potential rumors and updates about this new mythical Pokemon that is now apparently going to be a thing very soon. We also have some new Generation 5 potential leaks and then also some other rumors to take a look at as well. There's a lot of stuff to break down and get into today. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. It's trying to hit 500 likes. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content, ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, we're going to take a look at this new information and updates about this potential new mythical Pokemon that could be revealed as soon as Pokemon Day this year. So we have Soul Silver and Light both kind of talking about it. We've spoken about it a little bit since Riddler-Coup kind of like dropped this bombshell, but now we have like a bit more information to go off of and I guess more details that potentially could be about what this new mythical Pokemon is. So we have Soul Silver here tweeting out saying, let's talk about this future mythical Pokemon. So just to be clear, this is a theory based on what people interpret the answer to Cou's riddle is, plus this genius idea by my friend Lumi below. So after the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet performance fiasco and the themes of the DLCs, we can assume they were pushed back a bit to fix issues. But if they hadn't been delayed, Petulant would have been the 2023 mythical, which very well could have been the situation. Like obviously we had Kitakami come out in what, September, whenever, and that was supposed to be like a summer festival. So I think we can kind of agree that that was supposed to come out around the summertime, and then maybe the Indigo Disc was supposed to come out around like October, just like the Crown Tundra and the Isle of Armor did. The Isle of Armor came out in June, July, and then Crown Tundra came out in October. Maybe it was supposed to be the same kind of thing like that. And then in maybe like December, we were supposed to get the Petulant kind of event. Or maybe not December, but like maybe like November or something like that. But obviously, it potentially could have been pushed back, and which is why this mythical is still yet to be kind of revealed and stuff. So this, which brings us to 2024 and a potential mythical. So obviously, if you don't know what we're talking about, it's this kind of tweets from Riddler-Coup here where he was basically saying that he was replying to Tokrai here, saying, "Coup, what's the +1? I'm still not sure." And then we had Riddler-Coup saying, you know, it's movie related, but they still haven't revealed it yet. So that +1 is +1 Pokemon, because all those riddles where he was talking about those numbers are to do with new Pokemon. And then the +1 was something that we still didn't really know what was. We thought it was Petulant, but he's here saying that, you know, it's this +1 is movie related and it's not been revealed yet. So that kind of comes to the conclusion that this +1 is another new mythical, and because it's movie related, that's usually when mythical Pokemon come out. Obviously there are certain mythicals like Petulant and stuff that haven't come out with a movie, but there are a lot of mythical Pokemon that have. So anyway, they go on to say, which brings us 2024, yada yada yada. So posted a while back the number of new forms and new Pokemon in the Scarlet and Violet DLC, and he added a +1 outside of these two groups at the end. So that's obviously what we was just talking about then. So he's now claimed that the +1 was movie related. This could mean movie related, but it could also mean a Mon/monster related. But they still haven't revealed the Mon or movie yet. I think it's more likely to be movie related. I feel like he would have just said something different maybe. They then go on to say, I'd advise not getting ahead of ourselves here. Like, we don't know if it's a Mon or movie, and maybe they never will reveal it, and if it was cut or if it was just pushed back, or maybe they'll reveal it on Pokemon Day seems possible. I think it's most likely to be revealed on Pokemon Day. You know, that if they have pushed everything back due to like time constraints and stuff like that, or because there was like issues and stuff with the games, I think that with Pokemon Day being as big as it is, you know, they could very well announce a new movie on that day, and then coincide with that a new mythical Pokemon as well. Because Riddler-Coup did say, like, I can't remember what he said, it was like maybe like a month ago or something, he did say that we were going to get like a new movie announcement in December, and that was going to be like featured around like Lyco and stuff, which is obviously the new Pokemon Journeys anime and stuff like that. And if that was the case and it was supposed to be released in December or announced in December, that has clearly been pushed back because obviously we didn't get any movie announcement. So maybe it was supposed to get announced then with this new mythical Pokemon. But that's just another way kind of looking at it. But anyway, then goes on to say it could be the gorilla like monster we see in Area Zero, which I covered in a previous post, potentially being a King Kong Kaijumon, because many of the other Area Zero Pokemon, being Paradoxes, were based on Kaiju, but there are other options too that add to the thread below. So lastly, it's important to note that Cou's name was once this, I'm not going to try and pronounce it, I'll probably butcher it, which means movie version. So Ku, which may have been around this same time he was teasing the +1 and other movie potential troll teasers, if I remember correctly. So yeah, he has kind of, you know, hinted towards a new movie for a while now, especially with him changing his name. And this is kind of what he's talking about here in terms of this new ape Pokemon. So everything else that was found in the Scarlet and Violet books, well, you know, Pokemon like these guys and stuff like that, they are all Pokemon that appear in Area Zero. Or around Area Zero. Now, this ape-like Pokemon, the only kind of Pokemon that looks similar to this is Slacking. However, though, Slacking does not appear in Area Zero, and don't even appear near Area Zero either, like on the outskirts or anything like that. So it clearly cannot be Slacking. So it's obviously a Pokemon that we have still not been introduced to, unless it is just like a random drawing. But the fact that all these other Mons are kind of actual Pokemon, feel like it can't just be a random drawing. I think that there's a reason that this has been put in here. And it also makes sense that it's like not looking at the kind of screen, so it's shrouded in even more mystery. Like these two Pokemon that obviously we know what they are, Generation 9 Pokemon, stuff like that, whereas this one just has that secrecy to it because it would not look like we can't see its like body, and it's, well, we can see its body but not like the front part of it. So yeah, so another reason that I think that potentially could be the mythical. And you know, there's a lot of people that think that that this very well could be this mythical. We also, like I say, have Lumi here saying more theories. So Teal Mask is based on the Summer Festival 2023. It was supposed to release in June 2023. Indigo Disc, Have You Go Back to School, was supposed to release September 2023. Then Mochi Mayhem features a ghost mythical, and Homages to Horror was supposed to release in October 2023. So this is like what we're talking about it being potentially like pushed back and stuff like that. And it kind of makes sense as a release schedule here, what Lumi's saying. So yeah, that very well could have been what it was. And then we were supposed to get the movie announcement in December, which is what Riddler Q said, and then that is when we would have been announced like this new mythical Pokemon as well. So that kind of all makes sense there. We do also have Light kind of talking about this as well, saying, I probably found who will be the last mythical Pokemon. We are missing the guardian and protector of the Area Zero, the Golden Boy, or Kintaro. So we have the stories of Urashima Taro, Momotaro, and there is missing the story of Kintaro from the Japanese folklore. So this is like what the other DLC is based on, but we are missing this other character as well. So Kintaro is a boy that lives in the Mount Kintoki, so active and tireless, plump, in good health, and dressed only in a bib on which was written the Chinese ideogram gold. So also is holding an axe with the power of the thunder. He has enormous strength, capable of reducing rocks to crumbs, tearing trees from the ground, and manipulating their branches like simple sticks. Their animal friends serve as messengers and means of transportation. Certain legends say that he learned to speak to them. Could be the golden gorilla that has been since the beginning of the game in the Scarlet and Violet books, which also makes sense. Like, we had the Scarlet and Violet books contain the DLC, what are they called? Paradoxes, Walking Wake, Gouging Fire, Iron Bolt. Like, yeah, it was kind of like a fusion, but information about those Pokemon was in the base game of Scarlet and Violet, and you know, they didn't come out until like the DLC and stuff. So it could be another situation like that where we've had, like, Petulant was also right in front of us when we went to Kids Kami, and then we didn't know about that. Obviously we knew about like the data mines and stuff, but we weren't introduced to that properly until like months after that came out. So it could be very well the same situation with this ape-like Pokemon here. Like, it's been right in front of us this whole time, but we don't get introduced to it until later down the line. And like I say, the whole DLC kind of thing has been following these different tales and stuff like that, and there is one tale left about which could be this other mythical. So, and remember with Petulant, like, Petulant isn't the mythical of Scarlet and Violet. Like, Petulant is a mythical of Kitakami, which is the DLC. Like, Petulant has nothing to do with Scarlet and Violet, like, at all. Whereas, you know, this mythical, if it's seen in Area Zero, it would have something to do with Scarlet and Violet. So, I don't know, it's definitely some food for thought in that whole situation, but I think, yeah, it very well could be this. I'm like more inclined to believe it is this ape, just from the kind of evidence and the hints and stuff like that. But either way, that is all that kind of mythical stuff. We still have a couple of rumors to go over for today's video as well, and this one actually talks about the new mythical Pokemon too. So again, these are all posted on Fourchan, so obviously take them with a massive grain of salt. We don't know if they're true or not, but we do have this one posted here. Pokemon Presents 2024 by Anonymous. This was posted on the 30th of January, and it's saying Pokemon Movie July the 25th, which premieres a Warlord Gorilla Pokemon called Gorbrock. So Gorbrock, I'm assuming, is this Pokemon here. I kind of like the name Gorbrock as well. It kind of fits an ape-like kind of mythical Pokemon. So it's described as the Eternal Traveler Pokemon, which I guess kind of makes sense. If it is in Area Zero, maybe it has the power to travel. Like mythical Pokemon have these powers, like Celebi can time travel, stuff like that. Maybe this Pokemon's power is that it can travel through time as well. That would also make sense as well if we do get like Gen 5 this year, because obviously, well, not Gen 5, but like Gen 2 with obviously time travel with like Celebi and stuff. It'd be cool if we got another mythical Pokemon with like time travel features. Around 4 meters tall, fighting steel type. That's a bit of a red flag. Like, surely if you know this information, you'd know the typing. But then again, I guess other leakers in the past, when we had the person that leaked like Farigiraf, I think they got that typing wrong, and they literally haven't had an image of Farigiraf, and they still got the typing wrong. And anyway, Pokemon Glorious Gold and Pokemon Spectacular Silver, developed by Ilka. Cleaner and aesthetically pleasing art direction and faithful remake. And then we have November the 21st for the Nintendo Switch, and then a 30-second teaser trailer which features N, who looks significantly older with a beard, ends with 2025. So this is obviously the Pokemon Present. So I'm assuming they're talking about obviously the movie first, and then they talk about this Ilka game, which is Pokemon Glorious Gold and Pokemon Spectacular Silver, which is a faithful remake, which comes out on the 21st of November. And then it's a teaser trailer for the I'm assuming Black and White 3. I don't think it'd be a teaser trailer though. I think it'd make more sense for it to just tell us the game. I don't think they've ever just done like a teaser really. I think they've always like just told us what the games are and stuff. But like I said, this is a short rumor. It just kind of coincides with what we're talking about today with like the mythical and stuff, so I thought I'd also include that. Either way, that's the first rumor that I wanted to go over today. The next rumor is this one as well. It's another short rumor. This was also posted on 4chan, posted on the 4th of February, so a couple of days ago. Like I say, take them with a massive grain of salt, as always with the 4chan rumors. I feel like I always have to say that, even though it's like abundantly clear that these are rumors. Some people still think that I'm saying that there are leaks, which, they are not. If there is a leak, I'll let you guys know there's a leak. If Riddler Coup is saying something, that is a leak because he is a leaker. These are just people on 4chan that potentially know information. We just don't know. Anyway, got some got fed some info through the Pokemon Grapevine for the coming Pokemon Direct on Pokemon Day. So here it is. So, Pokemon Burning Gold and Pokemon Whirling Silver coming summer 2024, faithful Ilka remakes. I mean, that's already a bit of a red flag. I don't think they would really drop, like, they obviously used to drop Pokemon games all over the place, but now it's very much like, unless it's DLC, they usually drop a game in November. Summer 2024, unless like it's to coincide with a new Nintendo Switch or something like that, then fair play. But I don't really expect them to drop something summer 2024. But either way, Pokemon Burning Gold and Whirling Silver actually have a really good, like, I really like those titles. Like, Burning Gold is a really good title for Ho-Oh, and then Whirling Silver, I actually really like those titles. So even if this is fake, I would like them to be, I mean, I would love a Johto remake in summer called them. I'm not gonna lie and say I wouldn't like that. But and then Pokemon Legends Celebi, direct sequel to Legends Arceus, November 2024. Looks like Pokemon Let's Go, but plays like Legends Arceus, set in the past. Celebi sends you to the past, where your home base is in a past Goldenrod, and the main antagonist is Lugia, and you'll see the legendary dogs where they were alive, and Game Freak makes them similar to their Paradox forms, and then adds roguelike aspects. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think we need 2 Johto games this year. I mean, obviously that's obviously what we got for Gen 4, but, there's all that Gen 5 talk as well. I mean, for me, I want, like, Legend Celebi, I think, more than anything else. I think that's the one that I want tip of the iceberg. Black and White remakes would also be incredible, and Johto remakes would be incredible, but, like, either Legend Celebi or, like, Legends Unova. Like, that's what I want the most, because I really enjoyed Legends, and I think those games would make really good Legends games. But at the same time, I don't think it's as likely as just, like, a remake of Gold and Silver. I think Legends Celebi or Legends Unova is less likely, but that's the one that I want more. And then Pokemon Old Black and New White, sequel remake to Black and White 2, Scarlet and Violet DLC. It's not Ilka, it's 2025. So that means that we'd be getting 3 games in, like, the next couple of years. 2 from Game Freak and then 1 from Ilka, which, I don't think they should do it all. Like, Scarlet and Violet was obviously a buggy mess. I don't think they should be trying to overload the workload now and bring out even more games. Yeah, I mean, this would, I'm assuming, just be Black and White 3 because it is just a sequel. And then teaser for Generation 10, nothing new is shown, just a hint with some text and clips of past games for a late 2026 release. But like, there's no point of them dropping that. Like, why would they drop a teaser for Gen 10 when they've got 3 other games they need to like promote? Like, it just makes absolutely no sense, because then people would be like overrun with information. They'd be like, oh my god, we're getting 2 Johto games, we're getting Black and White 3, we're getting Gen 10, all in the span of like 2 years. Like, that's just like, there's just too much information. Like, you wouldn't be able to promote everything as well, so it makes no sense to even announce Generation 10, like, at all. You know, just save that for 2026. And then there will be info for mobile spin-offs and DLC for Detective Pikachu to rejuvenate the game, but I didn't care about that. Didn't care about that, fair play. No Pokemon Dungeon, but the feature to play as a Pokemon will be included in the Gold and Silver remakes and function in an area like the Underground in BDSP. The fact that he's like, I don't care about that. He's just pick and choosing, like, he's just getting this, like, incredibly good leaked information. He's, like, flipping through the pages of the presents. He's like, I don't care about that bit. Like, what? No, you'd be examining everything. You'd be like, I'm, like, one of the only people that knows about this. Like, you'd be proper getting into all that detail. Yeah, I don't know. I think that one's definitely fake. I mean, I don't know why they would promote so many games. And then finishing things off, we also have this rumor as well. So this is about a new mystery dungeon game. So as you have probably worked out by now, all of these rumors kind of contradict each other. So if one of them true, like, obviously others have to be fake. But this is what I mean. Like, rumors on 4chan are very, very unlikely to be true. But we do have leaks on 4chan. We have had it in the past. You know, everybody remembers the Ben Affleck leak from Sword and Shield. There was so much stuff leaked in that. Obviously, like Legends Arceus, BDSP, that was leaked on 4chan. Like, it does happen. It just happens very rarely. But you don't know, and like, you obviously can go over a rumor. You don't know if it's true or not. I mean, some are obviously stupidly fake, but some, like, that are short like this, you never know. But anyway, this was posted on the 2nd of February. So, new game posted by Anonymous. So new game will be open world mystery dungeon. I feel like if we do get a mystery dungeon game, then yeah, I think open world is the next direction. And as well as that, mystery dungeon is like the most likeliest thing that could get announced this Pokemon Day, just because of the whole kind of situation that happened like with the last one with Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, where I don't know if it was trademarked or something like that. Something happened which basically always leads to a new game, which is why we're also like adamant was going to get a new game last year. So that could obviously be just brought forward to this year, and that could be the new Mystery Dungeon game, which is again why we might have got the synchro feature, just to kind of like test the waters a little bit with certain things. And then it first shows different biomes and towns, and then shows you walking around, and then enters cave into dungeon. Partner no longer behind you is going around, fights with you. Some battles outside, and also shows some outside of the dungeon. So you get battles outside of the actual dungeons now, according to this game, which also makes sense. You know, you basically it'd be like less of a mystery dungeon game, but it'd still have like that core kind of playing as a Pokemon, stuff like that. And then it shows day and then night cycles, different base designs. You can now create the base how you like it. That'd be really cool if you could like an Animal Crossing kind of esque situation with your own mystery dungeon base. That'd be really cool. And then shows multiplayer going into dungeons and fighting giant Drudagon together. That's the thing. Like, if we got a mystery dungeon and it actually had like good multiplayer where you got to pick like one Pokemon and then you could join up to like 3 friends and then you could go around a dungeon together. That would be so sick. Like, that would be so good. And if we get into the mystery dungeon game, it has to include that, because that's what people have wanted for so long. Like, I don't care about like getting a, you know, an SOS like mail and gonna go save someone. Like, I don't want that as online. I want to go in to a dungeon with my friends and like get through the dungeon. And like, it'd be so much better. And I really hope that is the way they take the franchise. And then the trailer ends with showing a random Pokemon, big black creature, looks like a Digimon. And then title, Castle of Reflections, and then July 23rd. Castle of Reflections sounds really good. And also could be a hint to like End's Castle as well and stuff like that. But I really like the idea of a new mystery dungeon game, but I just really hope it has like that online thing that we just spoke about. But either way, that is going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. It's trying to hit 500 likes. It does really help out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we covered in today's video. Let me know your thoughts on the new Mythical. Do you think it is just going to be something that we're going to see on Pokemon Day? Or do you think it is something that, you know, we're just never going to get announced, unfortunately? And then also, let me know your thoughts on these 3 rumors as well. I mean, I don't think any of them are really true at all. I think if anything, it might be this one if I was going to put like I don't know, if I was going to put my money on one of them, it'd be that or the Mystery Dungeon one. But either way, let me know your thoughts and all that. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. It's everything from me. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.